Hello there, it's Darth Paradigm. And I'm doing another unboxing, but this one's going to be a little bit special for me. Um, I had purchased a Manticore a while ago off of eBay, and it was a pretty nice saber. I love the Manticore. I love the Manticore design. But the board on it just kind of burnt out on me. The LEDs weren't working right. The flash on clash wasn't working right. There was obviously something wrong with the board, and then one day I picked it up and tried to use it, and the board started smoking. So, to make lemonade out of lemons and not have to take a loss, I decided to send the hilt to Blue Force Sabers to Adam, and I spoke to Adam, and he produced this saber that you're going to see for me right now. And I've probably mentioned that I'm a huge Star Wars Rebels fan. I'm a huge Kanan Jarrus fan. I love Ezra. I love Sabine. I love Hera, Chopper, Zed, everybody. I love every character on that show. But I'm a particular Kanan Jarrus fan. So, well, let me just unbox what I have here so you can see Blue Force Sabers. And I'm going to thank Adam in advance. I've seen this saber. He put up a video, as he does when he makes a new hilt or finishes a new project. He always puts a video up, and I watched it. So I've seen this, but not in person yet. So from now on, I'm going to do away with the bulk of the actual opening of the packages. I think that's a. I've seen other people do it. It's a good practice, so I'm going to start doing it. Save time and makes the process a lot more efficient. So anyway, Blue Force Sabers. If you need anything, any kind of completely custom project done, something a little bit more artistic than usual fare. Definitely contact Adam. I'll put the link to his website. He's just he's an artist, and so he included. This is kind of interesting. He included the original electronics, burnt out as they are. The original battery pack, which is weird. I didn't think I had left batteries in there, but apparently I did. Oh. And the speaker. Oh, that's actually quite useful. The speaker, the board, all that stuff. And another battery pack. So I don't know why I have another battery pack. But whatever, that's cool. And as per request, he returned the original pommel to me, which I have a good use in mind for this thing. This is such a nice pommel. But for this saber, I had him install a different pommel, and if you've watched the video that he put up, you'll know exactly what it is. So, so this is all taped up. So yes, there is still some packaging involved. He provided me with a LED or a Allen key. I'm kind of excited. So, yeah. It's always interesting. It's like how to extract your saber from the package with as much ease as possible, but it's usually never an easy process. Not if it's carefully packaged and gets to you intact, anyway. So I, as yet, have not come up with a full backstory for this saber or why it would exist or where it originated from, but I will come up with something eventually. So here it is, my friends. Ooh. And this is a Kanan Jarrus themed saber. It sort of emulates the coloring of his uniform that he wears. So as you would expect, this has been completely gutted from all of its original electronics. You saw I had those in my hand a second ago. And this has been installed with a Verso board. And the Verso board is a board that comes from the UK, from KR Sabers, from Cal at KR Sabers. And it is an upgradable board that's going to be upgraded with various effects like blaster block and lockup and things like that. Currently, it just does smooth swing, has one single font, and it is color changing, full color changing RGB, which is really cool. So you can see the pommel. It has a MHM's compatible pommel from the Custom Saber Shop, kind of a Obi-Wan style, which I'd asked him to install on there. And it really, it's a Manticore, but it doesn't really look like a Manticore. It's interesting with the coloring they did here. The proportionality of the saber looks a lot more normal, if that makes sense. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with the Manticore, but this is just sort of I don't know, just it seems a lot more complete to me. And he did this wonderful wonderful style of wrapping that only he seems to do. But actually, that's not true. I think I've seen people do wrapping similar to this on their Ray saber when they convert their when they customize or go for screen accuracy on their Ray, like the Ultrasabers Empress or whatnot. A lot of people like to customize that. So I asked him to kind of do a minimum of battle damage, but he did go ahead and do some work with a Dremel, which is fine, because that definitely adds character. Otherwise, it would look really plain. So he's got some Dremel work in here. I did ask for the pommel to remain kind of pristine. It would have been cool. I didn't think of it, but if there was some way to kind of do a little bit of a bluing effect, that'd be kind of interesting. But it's okay as it is. So I'm assuming that there's probably a kill key in place, but let me see. All right, so let me get the pommel off, and let's see, what did I do with that? There it is. So what he does is he actually drills out a hole, locks the LED in place. This is a full RGB LED setup. Oh, he's got some rings added in here. That's interesting. All right. So you remove the pommel. This is not my first saber by him, so I know the routine. Okay. And there's a chassis in here, which you can see. He uses chassis as opposed to Ultrasabers. They do not. And you undo this retention screw, and this will slide out. And you see, so it says BFS, Blue Force Sabers. And there's your trust fire. There's a trust fire battery, so I can recharge it through here, or I can remove the battery and put it into a charger. And there's the Verso with the micro SD card, so I can make adjustments. And he uses these nice little gold kill keys.
I am Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
And he usually sets it for about 30 seconds of before the thing times out. So I actually kind of want to just put this all back together, let it go back into deep sleep. Let's see. I don't want to screw anything up on the inaugural run here. There we go. Just enough to hold this in place, not enough to cause any kind of damage or whatnot. Okay. All right. Alright, so let's boot it up.
I am Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
Sorry about blinding you. I don't have a blade plug in here. So I'll probably increase the volume a bit. You can actually do that. The speaker's pretty punchy. Should be able to handle it. And you can do mute and color changing. So you got blue and kind of a magenta, purple, red, probably a light blue, amber or orange, another purple, red, and green, okay, and blue. So I'll probably keep it on that blue for now. It's a little bit more on my speed. I think the smooth swing works a lot better on this one than it did on my Terminus. That one kind of has a Kylo Ren font. Now I'm definitely going to boost the volume a little bit. So, probably do a nighttime LED performance for this tonight. A demo performance. Right, what I do is a performance. Now, so the Manticore is definitely a two-handed, but it's light enough for one-handed. This is a really perfectly sized. It's just the modifications, the customization that he did to this, it's just kind of made this a much more complete hilt. It just feels like an actual lightsaber that someone would wield. It loses some of that the sterileness that you find with just a plain Ultrasabers. I'm really starting to get into the mindset that Ultrasabers are really meant to be customized. And I'd have them all customized like this if I could afford it. Replace the electronics, put something quality in there. Because I think the hilts are fine. A lot of people complain about the size of Ultrasabers hilts. They work for me because I have big hands, and proportionally I find that they're just fine, and they don't skimp on the details. So I mean, in that regard, I think Ultrasabers hilts are just magnificent. Now you're probably wondering, does this saber have a name? Well, it does. This is going to be colloquially known as Caleb's Sight. So it's named after Kanan Jarrus' original name, Caleb Doom. So this is kind of an homage to when Caleb. Well, I don't want to do any spoilers, so I'm not going to say anything beyond the fact that this saber is called Caleb's Sight. And anybody that's seen Rebels to the end knows how significant Caleb's sight is. And I'm assuming that this is probably going to be a hilt that's somehow related to another plot point that you'll find out later on around season 4, season 5 of Rebels regarding Hera and Caleb. So I will leave it at that, and I'm going to end this video right now. So here you go. This is my custom Manticore, done up for me by Blue Force Sabers, my friend Adam. He absolutely killed it. This thing is gorgeous. I'm in love with this saber. This thing is, I'm going to have this with me for the remainder of my existence on this planet. So this is such a beautiful hilt. I'm absolutely in love. This is awesome. One of my favorite Ultrasabers hilts, done up in such glorious fashion. And there's like shading in here, different shadings of green. And this handle, it's like so incredibly comfortable. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, so I don't keep going on and on and on and gushing. And I have a blade on order for this, just waiting for it to arrive. Hilts that mean a lot to me. I generally will order a special blade. I'll get something from Vader's Vault, or I've started ordering some day blades. So got some hilts that are going to be getting special day blades, some ripper blades and things like that. So I'm starting to get into the blades, and this one's going to be getting a special blade at some point, and at that point you guys will get to see it. So anyway, thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll have some more stuff for you tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that, on and on and on. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like or dislike, and definitely leave comments. I'd like to talk to you about this if you're so interested. So I will see you guys later. Goodbye.